Hello, Miss Osorio, and thank you so much for meeting with me today for this interview. As we know, you are a university professor specialized in English and French education. The purpose of this interview is to explore your personal and academic journey as a language educator, as well as your plans for the future. First of all, may you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Well, my name is Veronica Osorio, and thank you so much for inviting me today. Right now, as you said, I'm a language teacher. I teach English and French to undergraduate students at the University of Antioquia.
Okay. What motivates you to become a language teacher?
Well, mainly my passion for languages started at a very young age. So I was fascinated by the way different cultures express ideas and emotions through words. And when I began studying English and French, I discovered that teaching was not only a way to share knowledge, but also to build bridges between cultures. So that sense of connection is what truly motivated me to become a language teacher.
And can you tell us about your academic background?
Well, I completed my degree in foreign languages education, focusing on English and French, and then I pursued a master's in applied linguistics and language teaching. So, throughout my studies, I was also involved in some exchange programs and also linguistic research projects. They strengthened my understanding of intercultural communication.
Sounds like a great journey, but what challenges did you face during your language studies?
The main challenge was mastering pronunciation and also cultural differences because learning language goes far beyond grammar. It requires understanding gestures, idioms, and also the cultural mindset. So, during my studies abroad, adapting to new educational systems, also accents, it was quite demanding. But it made me more open minded as well.
Got it. What do you enjoy the most about teaching English and French?
What I enjoy the most is watching students gain confidence as they start expressing themselves in another language. So, seeing their progress from being shy beginners to fluent speakers, it's deeply rewarding. I also love cultural aspect of language teaching as it allows me to introduce students to literature, to cinema, and also to some traditions from all around the world.
And what teaching methods do you consider most effective for for language learning?
I believe in communicative and immersive approaches. Well, because students learn best when they are using the language in real life context. So, for example, through discussions, through role plays, and also authentic materials. I also integrate technology such as online platforms so we can make the learning process more interactive and accessible.
Those are a great methods. And how has technology changed your teaching experience?
Technology has become an essential tool in my classrooms, actually. It allows me to connect students with native speakers, to use multimedia resources, and also to create virtual language labs. So, platforms like Duolingo, Quizlet, or Moodle, they have transformed how students practice and engage with languages beyond the classroom.
Okay. And how do you motivate students who find language learning difficult?
Well, I try to create a positive and supportive environment. Many students fear making mistakes, so I emphasize that errors are part of the learning process. I also incorporate cultural topics and songs that make the lessons enjoyable and also relatable to their interests.
Hmm. What personal qualities do you like are essential for a good language teacher?
Well, I think patience, empathy, and adaptability are crucial. Well, every student learns differently, so a teacher must be flexible and also creative. So, curiosity and genuine love, of course, for languages also play an important role in keeping lessons dynamic and inspiring.
I like that. What What are your professional goals for the future?
Well, in the incoming years, I hope to develop a bilingual online course that integrates English and French learning through cultural immersion. And well, I also aim to publish a series of educational materials that help students understand language learning as an enjoyable process.
Sounds like a plan. Finally, what advice would you give to students who want to become language teacher?
My advice would be to stay curious and never stop learning. Teaching languages requires constant exposure to new cultural trends and communication styles. So, above all, future teachers should remember that teaching is not only about grammar and vocabulary, but also it is about connecting people and expanding worldviews.
That's really inspiring. I think that are we all set. Once again, thank you so much for allowing us to get to know you better and learn from your experience.
Once again, thank you so much for inviting me. Have a good one.
See you later. Bye.
Bye bye.